Anyway, another video, a bit of a difference this time because we're not on any trains, at least not yet. We're in the Greyhound pub in Birstall, West Yorkshire, and we're having a Sunday lunch, and this is it. Okay. That's some gravy, that's some apple sauce. So I'll just switch cameras. Here we are. Got some more gravy, apple sauce, some veg, and it's a roast pork at Sunday lunch. So let's dig in. Lovely. Now, if this isn't a 5-star meal, it's very close to it. The vegetables are nice and warm. And I know you shouldn't see anyone eating everything, it's not professional, but it is good. The pork's lovely. It's absolutely wonderful. So yeah. It's good. Anyway, we'll eat this and we'll have a dessert and then we'll head off, okay? Right, we've got jam sponge now. And this... It's really good. Strawberry jam, sponge custard, so yeah. Fairly basic, but yeah, very nice. Very nice. A bit hot as well. Probably comes straight out of the microwave, but yeah, it's delicious. Anyway, we better get on now, and then we'll head over towards Batley Park. Okay. Right, so we've just exited the Greyhound at the back, of course, straight into the car park. It's good enough for several vehicles. Anyway, looking for something now. I'll switch cameras. So this is the back of the pub. I will have a look around the front shortly because there's something I wanted to see if I can find it. Now, some previous owners of this pub were called Frayne, and I've just noticed this: Edward, Peter and Christine Frayne, and I knew their youngest son, and I've been alleged to know that he has passed away, but where, somebody said there's something on a tree somewhere, can't find it, if it is just here somewhere. I've had a good look round for this memorial, but I can't see it, so I'll have to give it up as a bad job. Unless it's lower down here. I can't think it'd be so much further from the pub. Oh well. Let's move on. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed the aerial shots from the drone. The Greyhound Inn is just down there. So there's another pub here, which you might have just seen. That's the Wine and Spirit Vaults. Sometimes popped in here years ago. Not sure it's still open or not. Right, just crossed the road there. We will nip in here for a quick drink, because I need to go to the toilet. No, it's cash only, no problem. Let's do it. Oh, very quiet.
Very quiet here.
Right, we just had a quick drink in there. The Greyhound is down there, and the Wine and Spirit Vault's just behind that sign up there. So we'll walk this way now. There's a walkway down towards Batley Park. So I'm going to walk on that. We are. It's part of an old railway line. Some of it is anyway. I think it means turning right here. The crossings. Let's go down here. Because this is where the old Birstall lower station was. Only used from construction and opening, I think, up to about the First World War, because the trams up Bradford Road, HS52, were just too much more convenient than the train that only had one stop at Carlingow. And this, I believe, here on the left is part of the old platform. I'm not sure about that really, because it does look rather high for a platform. I think it's probably more of a loading dock, possibly. See if we can get out at the end of it. I'm not sure we can actually. Right, we're now on the path and it has started to rain. So just looking back. Yeah. Hopeless. There's a bridge down here, we can stand under that for a bit. I think the path actually goes under that now. Nice, just come along the path there. We're underneath a bridge at the moment, which I think is Arthur Grove. We're going to go down this way. Now this never used to be an official path years ago. It was like a dirt, well, just rough ground with all sorts of rubbish on it. Has it stopped raining yet? No, that's not too bad now. So anyway, let's go down here. It comes across to Brookroyd Lane, where the old railway was, because we're as good as on that track bed now. It's maybe slightly higher just here. Where are we? I don't think I've ever walked this bit before, but I've walked the other bit, the other side of Brookroyd Lane, hundreds of times, thousands even. Right, this is Brookroyd Lane ahead. 281 bus route. Alright, 283 on the night. These humps are horrible. They're really uncomfortable on a bus. So, this is Wilton Park. Well, we're approaching it anyway. Looking back towards Birstall, the railway, as it was, used to go up there. We're going to go down here now to the right, where the tennis courts are, and I think there's a cafe. Might have a cup of tea, possibly. Got biscuits of my own. Right, there's tennis courts here, and I think that's a basketball court, is it or not? Possibly. Bowling greens, which look as if they need a bit of TLC, and the grass trimming. The cafe is here. Let's see if it's open. Fancy a quick cup of tea now. Oh, there's people inside it, so should be. Now, they're at the top end of the lake here in Wilton Park, and there used to be a restaurant there. Park restaurant, Park Hotel, was it? Something like that. And this is the lake. I haven't walked around here for absolutely years, so I thought we'd rectify that. There's a lot more in the way of wildlife now. There only used to be about 1 or 2 swans and an odd duck or 2 years ago when we were kids, back in the 70s and early 80s. I said we used to come here quite a lot in the past. Now, I have actually stepped on that island in the middle. And the question is, how did we do that without getting wet? Well, it was frozen solid, was the lake. It was as good as it was at least a foot thick of ice one particular winter. And you could even ride your bike on the ice. It didn't seem to slip that much. It didn't. There's a swan there with its neck right under. Crikey. Hello, swan. Loads of Canada geese, isn't there, as well now? Hundreds of them. And pigeons. So I'll fly the drone again here and get a different view. Because I've got some photos of my mother and her brother, my uncle, when they were kids back in the mid to late 40s, early 50s. Because it was quite a lot different than it is now to what it was like in the 70s and early 80s. Because where the swings are now there used to be a paddling pool, and I remember that. I do. You couldn't swim in it. It was only like for paddling, so there was about a foot or 2 of water in it. It wasn't really deep enough to swim. Now, I'm not that sure how water gets in here and exits. So I always thought that one end was an entrance and one end was an exit. But I'm never that sure, because I don't think it's a stagnant pool. And this is where there used to be a boat launching ramp. Well, there still is, with a bit of a step. Because sometimes you did get people in boats on the water, but I don't think you're going to do that now, because it's definitely not clean enough to swim in that. I want to swim in there at all. out, there is a play park just to our left for the little ones, which is where the what was it? Was the paddling pool used to be, and the swings used to be here back in the good old days. When, in fact, you can even see the fixings where they were. Can you or not? Oh no, it's just a bit of tree root that's made the tarmac uneven. But this is where the swings were in the 70s, and the climbing frame used to be here where these benches are. And we didn't have all this soft stuff to land on. We didn't. I think we've got some sort of it's all soft now, rubbery. Yeah, it is. It's all soft and rubbery here. So yeah. Anyway, let's there's a skate park now in the car park. Look at it here. Yeah, it's the car park, and then the exit's just over there. There's a notice here, look. Wilton Park. And Bagshot. Yeah, there's a museum actually that probably won't be open at the moment. We haven't got time to go up there anyway. But yeah, pause it if you want to read it. Right, we're leaving the park now, and we're going to head up onto the old railway, which is this way now. This is slightly altered from what I remember. I seem to remember the path coming straight down through where that fence is there. But this will take us up now onto the old railway line. In that last drone shot, you could see the old Batley Hospital, which has obviously been partly demolished now and built on. I remember going there, how long ago? Some years now. At least pre-1984, because that's when we moved to Birstall from Batley, from Timothy Lane. And I remember having some grit got out of my knee when I come off my brother's bike. That he let me have a go on one particular day, and I skidded off it. Still got some marks on there from that day now, over 40 years ago. Right, we go left. That takes us back towards Birstall. This will take us down towards Batley now. It will. Oh dear. So it used to be just a dirt path, did this. Until they actually tarmac the whole lot. It's a lot better now. It could do with a good sweep and get rid of the leaves. Looking back towards the park, we're not far off the end of it now. So just down here, it comes onto Transvaal Terrace. I'll have a little look up where the old hospital was before we sod off. So see what those are like. So you can see the new houses there. So the railway line used to carry on pretty much straight across Carlinghour Hill on a bridge, and then where Chinewood Avenue is, because that didn't exist in Chinewood Avenue back in the 60s, or early 60s anyway. It's only when the railway shut. I've just thought of somewhere else I could fly the drone. My old school. Oh, there's still some of the hospital left. And you can't go through that way at all now, can you? Look of it. You could drive. It's hard to believe you could drive through that one time. So overgrown. It's incredible. Yeah, they've knocked a fair bit of it down now. Some new houses here. And quite a lot of CCTV for whatever reason. So yeah, we're going in there and more further on where it used to be. It doesn't look like these are lived in yet, obviously, because they're not finished. But you can see the side of the hospital building there that Hasn't been used for years. Probably it was a 30, if not more. Anyway, let's go up Carlinghour Hill now. Now then, where the bus stop is there used to be an access, a bit of a rough path up onto the bottom end of the field, but there's a lot of houses there now, and I think that is part of an extended Lansdowne Close. Because although Chinewood goes across from Batleyfield Hill to Carlinghour Hill, which is this road, it has a sort of an S-bend in the middle with two other short stubs off it. One is Wyvern Close, and this one at this end is Lansdowne Close. I used to know some people that lived on there years ago as well, in the mid-90s. Now this is the main front entrance to the hospital. There's a football up there that somebody's left or lost. Look at the size of the trees though. It hasn't seen any use on this for years. It hasn't. Somebody else has done vlogs on that. I think they've even managed to get inside. I'm not going to do that at all. I just haven't got time. This is Batley Grammar School, and yeah, believe it or not, I did actually go in there once to do an entrance exam when I was 11, and I did not pass it. That did not happen, no. Makes you wonder what I might have done though had I have gone there and got perhaps a better education. Who knows? This is another entrance to the school as well. So we can film schools because it's Sunday and there's no kids here, so it's perfectly reasonable. Up the hill, and there's this entrance. This doesn't look to be gated. See how far we can get. Don't think it's been well used of recent. It used to come round the side of the all-weather pitch, which I don't think schools used for years. Right, there's a gate up ahead. I expected the gate being at the bottom of the path. They ought to clear this so the kids could use it. And they did. So let's see what it looks like from this end. Oh, we're on CCTV. Oh yeah. Yeah. Basketball court over there. Yeah, I remember this bit. And that's the new block down that way that was put in the early 80s. My year just missed it, because it should have been finished in 1982 and it wasn't. It was the following year when I moved up from the girls' grammar school on the opposite side of Batleyfield Hill. So that's what I did, year 7, the first year as it was then. Now then, we are right in the middle of the old all-weather pitch now, right here, and judging by the trees, it has not been used for some considerable time, because I thought it was over there. It's right here where we are now, and it was a sandy pitch. And I never forget the teachers, if you got something a bit wrong, they'd kick some sand at your legs. Sadly, I suffered that penalty more than once, but I wasn't the only one. Anyway, let's get back onto Carlinghour Hill now. Right, I've just walked up a short little road called the Bork, and it is very short, 100 yards, that's about it. And there's a path to the left, which I have to admit, I think we could walk actually, yeah. Yeah, come round to Batleyfield Hill. Come on, we'll do this. I used to go in that entrance quite a lot when I used to live for Timothy Lane, but it was quite short-lived because it was only year 8, second year at high school, when I was here at the main building. That was from, how long now? Up till June of '84. Oh no, it was nearly a year. Yeah, it was nearly a year. Most of year 8 and whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I did do that. I could get home in about 10 minutes. A bit less if I ran. I could always come out down Blenheim Drive on the other side and turn left, but it was easier to use this entrance. But I don't think, looking by the way it's padlocked there, they allow the kids to use it these days. Don't look like that anyway. Right, I've just moved off the path, which is just here. It's just rather overgrown here, and this is one of the football fields, or rugby fields rather. Yeah, it's an H, it's rugby. I remember playing rugby on here once, well, more than once, probably quite a few times. And the main school building is on the right. So we'll get the drone out shortly, have a quick fly around, and then we better head off. Now, I've seen something I haven't seen before, and that's the what looks like development centre, because that's the main building there that I remember. I think there's like a garden in front of it now. It was all flagged in the 80s. Let's get the drone up. 201 to Leeds. We're on one. Just came down the road there, it's coming up the hill, so that was pretty good. Let's get to the white roads now and get home, okay? We're not using the drone now, we're on the top of the bus. And this is Timothy Lane, and we're going to pass the house I used to live in from being a baby to age 13, which is on the left here now, the one with the red door. I wonder if I've still got the blackcurrant bush that my mother planted. Doubt it. It gives way to Scotchman Lane now, and we're in the Leeds area. It was Kirklees where we were, so now we're in Leeds area. The railway is over there, and that heads into Molly Tunnel. We did a video on that one, and we're going to pass the Greedy Duck. It used to be called the Needless. Must go there one day for a dinner, Sunday lunch or otherwise, because it is quite good. Now I've just jumped off that bus in Morley because there's a 52 not far away. Yeah, it says 7 minutes. That's Tingley Mills. No, there's still one towards town. Anyway, I'll go on the 52, it'll be a bit nearer. 52, out of town. This is our last bus now, home. Right, bus just going there in the distance. So we have had a day out with no trains today. Wow, no trains, amazing. Anyway, let's head home now and sort out. So cue music. See you next video. Bye for now.